Hello and welcome back in this very awesome and very amazing video. As you already have seen my not in my last previous video. No, I'm talking about my previous automation kings video. I made the inline 4 king, the inline 6 king, and so on. So in this video you will be seeing the inline 5 king, the latest and the latest upgrade that the game has received, which includes the Boxer 4 and the Boxer 6, and of course the inline 5 engine. And so because we have three more engines, I need to add them on the playlist and on the and in the series as well, the Automation King series. So in this video you will be seeing the most powerful inline 5 engine ever made in automation game. Hopefully you will like it, guys. So please remember, if you enjoy the video, hit that like button. Of course, don't forget that, hit that like button, get subscribed if you are new to the channel, and of course hit that notification bell button so you can get a notification when I release a new video. And of course, if you want to share the video and watch all my previous video when you finish off this one. So yeah, enough chit chatting, let me show you what I'm talking about. So as you can see, we have an inline 5 engine and magnesium block, 120 millimeters on the bore and on the stroke as well, which equals 6786 cc engine, or you can say 6.8 liter V inline 5 engine. Dual overhead camshafts with 5 valves per cylinder, and of course aluminum silicon cylinder heads. We have no variable valve lift technology because of the 5 valves per cylinder, billet steel crankshaft, lightweight titanium connecting rods, and of course forged pistons with plus 15 quality. What we have here is a 9.7 to 1 is the compression rate. Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, as you can see, the variant capacity of this engine is different from the family capacity. Yes, the family capacity says a 6.8 liter inline 5 engine, but the variant capacity is, as you can see, 120 millimeters, same on the bore, but 112 millimeters on the stroke, and that will lower the stroke size on this engine, and which allows more RPM, which allows more power. Yes, this engine, because this engine was limited not by torque, or sorry, not by fuel or horsepower or anything else. It was limited by torque. They had the numbers of the horsepower, and basically everything else was limited by the torque. So yes, if you kept it on 120 millimeters on bore and stroke, yes, you can make it super powerful, but you cannot reach the same amount of horsepower and torques like the one that I made right now. So it's actually a pretty good idea to do this, which is lowering the stroke a little bit, so to allow more RPM limit, to allow more horsepower at the top end. Plus 15 quality on everything. 9.7 to 1 is the compression ratio, 77 on the cam profile, variable valve timing on all cams, plus 15 quality, single turbocharger, ball bearing internals, massive 2986 horsepower supporting intercooler with a pretty much single custom turbocharger, maxed out 101 millimeters on the compressor, 83 millimeters on the turbine, and of course maxed out AR ratio, as you can see, 1.40, and of course maxed out boost of 43.5 psi of boost, plus 15 quality. We have direct fuel injection, individual throttle bodies or throttle per cylinder. As you can see, we have individual 5 throttles, race intake manifold, 100 octane fuel, maxed out of the air fuel ratio with 10.0, 74 on the ignition timings, and yes, the RPM is 7,100. It should be around 6,600 when everything is on 120 millimeters on the bore and the stroke, but since we have lower stroke, we can rev the engine without making it explode all the way up to 7,100 RPM, which will live very happy and run very healthy. Plus 15 quality here. Single exhaust pipe, short cast headers, no valves, as you can see, maxed out exhaust diameter of 8" or 203 millimeters. As you can see, straight pipe, no restrictions whatsoever. So the sharpest viewer will already have seen the difference in the exhaust looks. Yes, it's an 8" exhaust diameter, but it looks very tiny. It looks like a 3" 2.5" something like this, which was affected by the new update that the game has received. Usually an 8" exhaust diameter will make the exhaust very fat, very big, and very unrealistic. But an 8" right now, I don't know, it seems very decent, but this is not an 8" exhaust diameter. So yeah, that's something the developers the developers should look into. As you can see, no restrictions whatsoever, and now I can show you the result of this engine. This engine is producing 2089.8, so you can say 2090 horsepower at 7100 rpm and 1617 pound-feet of torque at 6300 rpm. So the engine is actually lightweight, it's reliable. I don't care about these four and these four as well. The engine is somehow acceptably smooth, it's very responsive, as always the noise in the 60s, it's pretty much perfect. So now we can fire it up and listen to the symphony of the inline 5 engine, because I promise you the sound of it is just so superb, so deep, and so powerful. You can feel like the ground shaking actually when this engine has a loud exhaust system. Listen to that. Wow. As you can hear, the engine sounds very much perfect. Like it's not scary, but it's deep. It's very nice. It's very nice, really. And as you already have heard, the exhaust is popping and banging because of the air, because of this so much fuel. Yeah, because when you have super air fuel ratio, the exhaust will start to popping and banging, which makes all of the experience very awesome. So yeah, the engine sounds very awesome, the power is very good, and the curve is actually very nicely. So the engine at idle is making 404 pound-feet of torque, and the turbos will actually kick in. Like, let's see, the turbos will actually kick in at, let's see, I think it's around 4000 rpm. Let's see. So yeah, so the turbos, yeah, actually they kick around 4000 rpm, and from 4000 to 7100 you have around 3100 of turbo range, which you can enjoy on a racetrack. So yeah, this engine is actually usable. It's not really inefficient. I mean, yes, you have all of this is just turbo lag, I admit that, but it's good. It's usable. It's not inefficient at all. I mean, if you want to see really inefficient engine with super powerful and super big numbers, you need to check out the V8 King. That engine is super powerful, 3000 horsepower engine, but super inefficient. I mean, the turbos will just about to spin before the RPM limit, and that's only like you have only 1000 horsepower, 1000 RPM of range. I think so. No, sorry, not 1000. I think around 3000, 2800 RPM, something like this, or maybe less than this, maybe 1500. So yeah, it's not efficient at all. I mean, you will see the curve lag, and then just before the RPM limit, the turbo will kick in, and you will have all the 3000 RPM, and that is not efficient. But in this engine, you will see the turbos are kicking at 4000 RPM, and you have some kind of range all the way to the max RPM. That's really awesome. It's efficient. You can use it. So yeah, it's pretty much cool. I want to listen to it again. Really awesome. I truly like the inline 5 engine because it's an amazing option if you want to build like a hatchback or a station wagon, and like for the family. And a 4-cylinder seems so so cliche, so old school. Like any economical car uses a 4-cylinder these days. You can find also 3 cylinders or 2 cylinders, but a 5-cylinder is a rare option, and I like rare engines. I like rare cars. So yeah, having a car with an inline 5 engine these days seems pretty much super rare, or not super rare, like super uncommon, which is really awesome. I like this kind of weird combination, and I like the idea of using a weird engine inside the car. Like you can only see like the boxer engines or the flat engines. You can only see these in Porsches or in Subarus or Subarus or Subarus, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, and why not? Why Toyota don't use boxer engines? Oh, actually, no, they use it. I think in the they use it in the GT86. Yeah. So okay, so forget about Toyota. Why not Ford uses a boxer engine? Why maybe not Chevrolet uses a boxer engine? Or why they don't use an inline 5 engine? Yes, why do they not do that? Why it's really rare these days to see inline 5 engines? Like I think you can see like the VR6 or the VR5. I'm not really a VW expert, but yes, you can see this weird engine in some kind of VW, I think in the Golf or some kind of VW car. Yeah, the Germans are good with rare engines and special designs like the W16 or the W8 or whatever configurations, but an inline 5 is very rare, and I very like that. It's really awesome in a way to use it in basically any cars, to use it in SUVs, like in crossovers and small hatchbacks. Why not? 5 cylinders are better than 4. More is always good. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you maybe have learned something, or maybe that you have enjoyed the video. This is my friends, the inline 5 king, the most powerful inline 5 in automation game. Please, if you enjoy the video, hit that like button, get subscribed if you are new to the channel, watch all my previous videos, and remember to visit my Patreon page to get my exclusive contents, because I always post there like basically every special thing I came up with, and I always post there like early access videos. Like before I post anything on YouTube, you will find it as an early access on Patreon page. Just go to the description below in the video and press the Patreon page link, make an account using a Facebook or whatever, and enjoy all my exclusive contents. And also you can become my patron, and that means that if you want to support the channel, you can become also my patron and enjoy more exclusive contents like my automation games cars. Yes, you can download them, all of my cars, in a single WinRAR file. You can download it and pack it in your game and drive them in your Beam ng.drive game. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I truly hope that you enjoyed the video, and of course, as I always say to you guys, have an amazing afternoon, evening, morning, whatever time you're watching the video, and goodbye for now, my friends. And stay tuned, because soon I'm gonna be posting the inline 3 king, and of course after it I'm gonna be posting the boxer 4 king and the boxer 6 king. So thank you so much for watching, and goodbye for now, my friends.